Today, we'll continue exploring the lives of those who shaped history with their remarkable achievements and wise leadership. Now, let's dive into the fascinating stories of these incredible leaders. Elizabeth I, future Queen of England and Ireland, was born on September 7th, 1533, in Greenwich to a royal family. Her father, King Henry VIII, was disappointed at her birth, as he had hoped for a son to secure the throne. Her mother, Queen Anne Boleyn, also faced great pressure. Although her parents loved her, their affection had limits, especially after Anne's execution, when Elizabeth was declared illegitimate. Despite these early challenges, Elizabeth received an excellent education, mastering Greek, Italian, and French. In 1553, Elizabeth faced turbulent times as political struggles over the throne emerged. However, in 1558, she ascended to power after Queen Mary's death. Elizabeth's coronation took place on January 15th, 1559. Throughout her reign, England encountered many challenges, which she managed skillfully. As a Protestant, her religious views shaped both her domestic and foreign policies. She successfully navigated tensions with Spain, notably defeating the Spanish Armada in 1588, ushering in what became known as the Golden Age of England. At home, she maintained peace between Protestants and Catholics, consolidating her rule and fostering a cultural renaissance. Although she never married, rumors swirled about her relationship with Robert Dudley, which she denied, insisting on her virginity. Elizabeth's reign brought prosperity to England, and when she died on March the 24th, 1603, she left behind an enduring legacy. Peter the Great, one of the most influential and reformist rulers in Russian history, was born on May 30th, 1672, in Moscow. His early reign was marked by power struggles, but once he solidified his rule, Peter set about modernizing Russia. One of his first military achievements was the conquest of the Crimea and the capture of Azov. Driven by a desire to establish Russia as a naval power, Peter began a series of sweeping reforms, seeking technological advancements from Europe. A pivotal moment in his reign was the victory over Sweden at the Battle of Poltava in 1709, which ended Sweden's influence in the region. Domestically, Peter's reforms reshaped the military, economy, and government. He relocated the capital to the newly constructed St. Petersburg in 1703, which became a symbol of his ambitions for Russia. In addition to strengthening the army, Peter prioritized education and culture, founding schools and Russia's first gymnasium. Though his reforms were often harsh, they brought Russia closer to European standards. Peter the Great died on January 28th, 1725, leaving a lasting impact on Russia. His wife, Catherine I, succeeded him, but Peter's influence continued to shape the country long after his death. Napoleon Bonaparte, one of history's most famous and controversial figures, was born on August 15th, 1769, in Ajaccio, Corsica, into a modest, noble family. After studying at a military academy, he quickly rose through the ranks during the French Revolution. By 1799, Napoleon had staged a coup and declared himself first consul, later becoming emperor in 1804. Under his leadership, France dominated Europe militarily, but the long wars eventually led to societal fatigue. The continental blockade against England caused economic hardship, and in 1812, his ill-fated invasion of Russia marked the beginning of his downfall. Despite winning the Battle of Borodino, the French were forced to retreat from Moscow. Napoleon's defeat at the hands of the Allied forces led to his abdication in 1814, and he was exiled to Elba. Though he briefly returned to power during the 100 Days, he was finally defeated at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815 and sent to St. Helena, where he spent the rest of his life. Napoleon died on May 5th, 1821, ending a dramatic chapter in European history. Abraham Lincoln is one of the most significant figures in American history. Born in 1809 in Hodgenville, Kentucky, he grew up in a humble farming family, but worked his way up to become a symbol of the American dream. From a young age, Lincoln showed talent in politics and was eventually elected to the Illinois legislature, followed by the U.S. Congress in 1847. His opposition to slavery became increasingly vocal, and his election as the 16th president in 1860 triggered the secession of Southern states, leading to the Civil War. Lincoln's leadership during the conflict was crucial in preserving the Union. In 1863, he issued the Emancipation Proclamation, which freed slaves in the rebellious states, marking a pivotal moment in the fight for civil rights. Re-elected in 1864, Lincoln sought to heal the nation and rebuild after the war, but his presidency was cut short when he was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth in 1865. Lincoln's legacy endures as a leader who fought for equality and unity. Mahatma Gandhi, a leader known for his non-violent resistance, played a key role in India's independence from British rule. Born in 1869 in Gujarat, India, Gandhi traveled to London at 19 to study law. After returning to India in 1891, he found little success as a lawyer and moved to South Africa, where he began his fight against discrimination. In 1915, Gandhi returned to India, where he quickly became a leader in the movement for independence. Through peaceful protests and civil disobedience, he helped free India from British colonial rule in 1947. Tragically, Gandhi was assassinated by a religious extremist in 1948. His message of peace and justice continues to inspire movements around the world. These 5 extraordinary figures profoundly shaped history, leading their nations to greatness and leaving behind rich cultural legacies. Each one left an indelible mark on their era and the world. Don't forget to comment about other leaders you'd like to see discussed. Thanks for watching.